Welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven. I'm a pharmacist and I own 52 units of real estate. So I had a great question in the comments asking, what is your advice for those who want to have multiple units and don't freak out? So this is a common question that I get when someone buys their first single family home and they'll want to know, okay, do I want to scale? I want to scale, but I'm too afraid to scale because of the unknowns, right? And for me, I went through that same phase when I owned a single family home that I house hacked. I bought a second single family home that I house hacked, a third single family home that I house hacked. Then when I jumped into apartments, I was scared. How's it like managing an apartment? How's it different? How's it like working with a property manager? How do I renovate these units? Like, what does all this look like? It was just a lot of unknowns for me, and it was very scary. So I could definitely relate to this question as somebody who is starting off. So basically in the situation, he owns one unit, and even with property management, there's a lot of things that are going on. So how can you handle it if you were to own like 50 units like myself? And I would say the first thing is that when you own enough real estate and owned it for long enough, you will see everything possible that will happen. And I'm sure there's more stuff that I haven't experienced yet that will happen. So I own single family homes. I own apartment complexes in Oklahoma. I owned a mobile home park in Selma, Alabama. And I've literally, seen everything. Like, let me list off the ones off the top of my head. You have tenants tell you every excuse in the moon. Oh, I just lost my job. Oh, direct deposit wasn't set up yet. Oh, I forgot to do it. Send the payment. Oh, it won't happen again. Just whatever you hear under the moon. Or I had tenants where, in my 20 unit, for example, he was bringing homeless prostitutes over and sleeping with them in exchange for room and shelter. And that might have led to a bedbug infestation in my 20 unit apartment complex. I had tenants where they did drugs in their unit and did Sharpie art all over my freshly painted walls, and I have to evict them, send them to collections, and repaint the walls. I've had water leaks that made tenants threw flush paper towels down the toilet in an apartment, and it created a plumbing issue where water was just shooting out of the sink of one tenant. I had a mobile home that lit on fire. I've had in my mobile home park some crime where people would drive by and shoot at those empty mobile homes. I had my property manager went into an empty mobile home and got attacked by some homeless guy that was staying there. We've had gang activity on the mobile home park. I think I said this story before, but my mobile home park was near a gas station, and they stole the dumpster off my mobile home park to then rob the gas station. There was a stabbing at my mobile home park, right? So there's just a lot of things that you've seen, and obviously the mobile home park is kind of an anomaly because it's a D-class area, it's a high crime area, which was my mistake. But even in my C-class apartments, you see everything, right? Tenants don't pay, they trash the unit, they smoke in the unit, they say they don't have pets, and they do have pets, and they things break. So literally everything under the moon. And to me, if you want to really scale in real estate, you have to have thick skin and not be as reactive to things, and just know that's the cost of doing business and the risk that you take, right? Yes, it sucked that I had to pay $10,000 to spray bed bugs for 20 units, and it's not even my fault. A tenant could have went on vacation, put their luggage there, bed bugs crawled from another person's luggage into your luggage, you bring it home and infest the whole apartment complex. But who eats up the cost? It's going to be the landlord, and then the tenants are inconvenienced because they're getting bit by bed bugs. So like you said, it sucks that it cost $10,000, but I've made more than $10,000 in this deal, so it's the cost of doing business. You just have to view it as this is the cost of doing business, and nothing will ever go perfectly. And so that's why I said you really have to have thick skin. If you're already stressed out with one unit, then I think if you get more units, you'll be even more stressed out unless you change your mindset. You have to be more stoic to things, more even keel. Your ups and downs don't vary, right? If I do well on a real estate deal, I'm kind of here. If it doesn't do well, I'm kind of here as well, or I tried to be. I wasn't that way in my mobile home park. I was actually really stressed, really negative when I sold my mobile home park for a loss. So it really is the mindset. It sounds so cliche, but mindset is truly key to success, because as you scale, you're going to see everything. Everything is going to happen. You're right. Property managers will steal from you. Contractors will steal from you. Tenants will trash your property. You'll get hit with like a hailstorm, a hurricane, a flood, a fire, whatever. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when is it going to happen. So you have to have thick skin and just know how to move forward and to solve that problem. And that's what helped me, right? Like, I have property management, and for me, usually I like to ask a few questions like, okay, hey, we're going to fumigate the bed bugs. I say, okay, how much did it cost? Okay, did you get 3 quotes? Okay, what's the warranty like? What's the cause? So you just have to ask the right questions and troubleshoot it, right? You can't just be like a deer in headlights and freak out. And if that's your personality, I don't think entrepreneurship, I don't think real estate is for you, because it comes with a lot of stress. Like, for example, my dad, when he buys a primary residence, he used to stay up at night and was super stressed. In that situation, he would not be a good real estate investor because everything stresses him, right? He would not be a good business owner because everything stresses him. So if you have a high stress tolerance, and can keep a level head, and like, don't get me wrong, like, I have to work on keeping a level head, and I do that by listening to podcasts, by meditating, by journaling, by exercising, by constantly trying to improve myself, right? But if that's not you, then real estate's not going to be for you at all. It's going to be so stressful. You're better off just buying passive index funds, to be honest, and you'll make a lot of compounding wealth just doing that. So if you're stressed out from one unit, if you want to scale, you have to change your mindset, unfortunately. And like you said, for me, most things don't really frustrate me. I mean, it does pile up sometimes, and you do get kicked down. But like I said, that's just the cost of doing business, and the cost of trying to build wealth. And like I said, I lost $100,000 in my mobile home park. A lot of stress, a lot of headache. I, had 3 businesses where I lost my initial seed money on. I had an Amazon dropshipping store. I had an independent pharmacy. And lost money on that. So that's what's amazing about social media and YouTube, is that it's zero cost. You just spend your time and your effort, but not as much money, which is really nice. So yeah, that would be my advice. I know it's not what maybe you want to hear, but it's really, if you're already stressed with one unit, maybe you're better off trying something else, right? Or you have to change your mindset and surround yourself with people who are more experienced in real estate and who have seen more, so that they can assure you that, you know what, it's okay. It's just what happens. So anyways, if you're interested in joining a mentorship program and surrounding yourself with people who are buying apartments and who are like-minded, consider the mentorship program. Otherwise, let me know what comments or questions you have. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much.